the C-130 taking the sky.
That's right, Roy. One of the many flying airplanes, a part of the Royal Canadian Air Force. This is the C-130J Hercules, one of the latest models of the Hercules aircraft. Once you got a good airframe, you gotta keep making that airframe, keep modifying it. It's a little bit different as far as earlier models of the Herc. You'll notice that it has the 6 or 8 bladed propellers, which makes it very, very quiet. And know that
For safety of performers, and under Transport Canada rules, like Ken said, there's many Transport Canada people here today. But if it falls into the crowd, there's the streamers. There they go. Again, that's just great paper with a bit of cardboard on the end. And our jump masters on the ground and in the aircraft are going to keep an eye on those streamers as they're floating down. And you can imagine sometimes the wind.
The actual exit out of the aircraft by the SkyHawks, they will land right on or close to that target right in front of you.
In the sky. Today you'll see our SkyHawks fly flags and smoke, all in formation for your enjoyment. And if you're just left behind, coming over to the show center now, our Hercules from 436 Squad has a jump platform today.
这个三脚架彻底不用了。
Closely, you can see already some of our jumpers will exit the aircraft. Get to the point of their canopies, they look like little black dots in the sky. On land and at sea, like Master Corporal Nealon deploys the American flag, please rise for the American and Canadian anthem. Has deployed the Canadian flag, just like the American flag, 450 square feet in size with a 25-pound weight attached to make sure it remains flying true. And as we deploy smoke, please remain standing for the Canadian anthem.
home, you press this. And then if you want to delete it, you press this button twice.
And breaking apart now, right over the drop zone, coming in for their landings. Please give it up for our first formations of the day, the Canadian team and our solo flag.
I guess so. I have an umbrella. I guess. Really? You have another one? Oh, come on.
And more jumpers have exited the aircraft, yet to deploy their canopies. The first two out are Master Corporal Dominic Raymond and Quebec, a mobile support equipment operator, or as we like to call them, truckers. And with him, Sergeant Kimbo Condam from Victoriaville, Quebec, an infantry with the Royal Van Museum Regiment, and our acting team warrant officer. Our canopies have a forward speed of about 20 miles per hour, with a rate of descent of 1,000 feet per minute. Now, Master Corporal Raymond and Sergeant Gondan, right behind the show center, come together and form a two-stack 40 biplane, named after the First World War era aircraft of the same name, but unlike that plane, we don't have engines, and we only descend. Wall and a two or a three stack, the basis of almost all of our formations. The jumper on top is piloting the formation, and all of them are able to communicate with each other and decide what they'll be able to show off for you today.
这两个合一块儿的，这三个合。
And now maneuvering their way right behind the show center, right over the crowd. They've adjusted their formation. The top jumper climbing down the lines of the bottom jumper's canopy and gripping their legs together into a solid leg lock that we call a parabatic grip. No straps or cords, just strength and teamwork holding this formation together. As they pinwheel now, one jumper spinning around the other, knife edging their canopies, making their way to show center, pinwheeling back around on the other side, canopies crashing off each other, giving you a great view of our signature Canadian flag canopies as they come directly overhead of show center. Pinwheeling again now, coming through, knife edging their canopies right over the drop zone. Butterflying now, changing their course, downplaning, exploding apart, and will make their way towards the drop zone, further landing. And as they come into land, please give it up for our Parabatics team. Also an airdrop systems technician, making this the first ever all-women's formation in SkyHawks history. Beginning to compress, I think they're up to something. The bottom jumper and the middle jumper's canopies have gotten closer together. And now Corporal Jacques deployed smoke, and she flips completely upside down. Imagine what it feels like to be dragged through the air, completely upside down. As Master Corporal quickly breaks away, the remaining two jumpers are in a downplane towards the ground at over 55 miles an hour, the speed expertly highlighted by the smoke trailing behind them. As they explode apart, giving you a great sense of the force our jumpers had to overcome to keep that formation together. and they'll begin to make their way towards the drop zone. Coming in first, Petty Officer Second Class, Bree Adams. Trailing behind her with the smoke, Corporal Jasper Jock. And last but not least, behind that, Master Corporal Serena Cloutier. Please give it up for our 3-stack drag team. Maneuvers to the perfect spot to show this next formation. More smoke now. This is our candy cane. Let's see how many rotations he can do. Help me count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, he's still going. 10, he's still got a little bit of smoke left. 11, 12, and he's out of smoke, but 13 rotations for you. How dizzy do you think he is right now? The most I've ever seen him do was 15, pretty close to witnessing a record-breaking performance. As he comes into land, making his way towards the drop zone, you'll get a view of the several foot-long lanyard that has 6 smoke grenades attached to it that are used for that formation. Coming into the drop zone, Captain Aaron Fenny, preparing for his flare, converting airspeed into lift for a run-on landing. Please give it up for our candy cane. Pathfinder, one of the most difficult courses in the Canadian Army, designed to train our troops to perform behind enemy lines and set the conditions for follow-on forces. And with him, Master Corporal Bradley McCoskey from Hamilton, Ontario, an infantry with the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry Regiment, a qualified borderman, and one of our team's jumpmasters, responsible for dispatching everybody from the plane, which is why he's the last man out. You may notice that Master Corporal McCoskey has a tiny flag dragging from his leg, and that is the miniature SkyHawks flag.
This is not another story.
When the team was founded in 1971, they used the traditional round para-commander canopies you'll be familiar with from airborne operations such as the Normandy landings in the Second World War. In 1977, the team switched to ram air square canopies due to their greater maneuverability, allowing for the types of demonstrations that we see today. Control lines attached to the rear of the canopy allow our jumpers to control their rate of descent and, of course, make turns. Show setting, making their way towards the drop zone for their landing, still in formation, just a few feet, or a few hundred feet off the ground, breaking apart now. Coming into land first, Master Corporal Bradley McCoskey and Corporal Francis LaFrance. Please give it up for our 2-stack flag.